everybody, welcome back to another video. And today we're talking about my favorite people in the world, Descendants. If you guys don't know, I absolutely adore the Descendants storyline. I love the fact that we're talking about villains and their kids and how you are not like your parents. Something I hope is true in my life as I get older. I pray I do not turn out like my parents at times, and at times I pray I do. It's an interesting little premise. But, anyways, for those who do not know, today we're going to be talking about Mal and Evie. If you didn't figure that out by the thumbnail, there's something wrong with y'all. So let's talk about Mal and Evie, who obviously seem like best buds, right? Like these girls show love for one another. They're like the ultimate sister duo. They're like what Elsa and Anna should be at the beginning of Frozen, but like better because they're around the same age. So I want to give a little background of the story between Mal and Evie because I bet you didn't know this, but Mal and Evie were enemies when they first met. So a little background. As you know, Evie is the daughter of the evil queen. I don't know how to pronounce her name. That is really weird. It's been many years and I still don't know how to pronounce the evil queen's real name. But yeah, so Mal is the daughter of Maleficent. Again, very creative names, guys. But anyways, back. Now, when the villains were first brought back to life, we had a power struggle between Maleficent and the Evil Queen. And guess who won? Yep, you're right, the Evil Queen. The Evil Queen won. And for a while, everything was fine until right around like the girl's 6th birthday. It turns out that the Evil Queen invites everybody but Mal to Evie's birthday party. And Mal kind of gets upset, but doesn't really like go crying off to her mom because in the aisle you don't cry. Maleficent got upset because her daughter was not invited, not because she loves her daughter in any which way, but more because it is an affront to Maleficent that she wasn't invited. What ends up happening is that Maleficent causes the evil queen to be banished from the regular part of the aisle off to a castle where no one can see them. All right. That's why Evie kind of seems a little better than everybody else. She was castle schooled, meaning that she didn't really hang out with the regular population. She ended up being taught by the evil queen, and only until she was 15 did she come back. Right before the whole events of the first movie, Evie is returned back into Serpent Prep, and all the other villain kids go. So what we have happen is that Mal gets still upset because she's holding a grudge from when she was 6 and pranks Evie and tries to make Evie's life a living nightmare. But after she has a change of heart, and that change of heart comes down to simply Evie helping out Mal in a mission that technically would have been a total waste for Mal to do. But had Evie not been there, Mal would have not been able to do what she needed to do. And they got to be a little closer. The whole mission took them to face their greatest fears. We learned what Mal's greatest fear is. We learned what Evie's greatest fear was. And just the fact that they have all this expectation of parents. And Evie was able to learn a little bit more about Mal's issues. She got to learn about Carlos, got to really get to know Jay, who was just like Mal's sidekick at a point, and got to learn more about how Mal doesn't have anyone to talk to and became that person that kind of saw another side of Mal that on the aisle wouldn't be seen. It wasn't until Oridon in that first movie do we really see that Mal considers Evie someone important to her. And in fact, someone that she considers maybe even a sibling, right? Our second movie really tells us a lot more about their friendship and how it becomes more than just a friendship, that they are sisters and they are willing to do anything for one another. And if you don't notice that in the first movie, you notice it in the second, where Mal and Evie are basically each other's ears to talk to. And when the song Space Between comes, you really see how much love they have for one another. And Disney does this little cute little thing where they show all the clips of them just hanging out in the room and hugging, and Evie doing Mal's hair the first time she goes to see Ben on their date. And it becomes evident that Evie is Mal's advisor, her right hand, the one that goes to. So in Descendants 3, spoiler, if you haven't seen Descendants 3, I'm about to spoil it. When Mal kind of comes clean to the group that she wasn't going to let the Isle kids go, you could bet your bottom dollar that that betrayal that Evie looked like she was having was very genuine. She was not expecting Mal to say that she wasn't going to keep her word, that she wasn't going to bring all the kids back. And that's why you see that she talks about Jay, Carlos, and then at the end she says herself, because out of all of them, Evie is the one who would have understood the most. Evie is the one who really feels for the Isle. And Evie is the one who put a lot of hope into Mal. And honestly, it's such a good thing that you can see at the end. And Uma's like, well, she did it. She did what she said she was gonna do, and you have Evie just go, she was always gonna do it. She always comes through. It's so good. It's such a beautiful relationship they have right there of sisters, of just sisters by not by blood, but by circumstance and by trust. So, I mean, I don't know if I said anything new to you. Did you learn anything new about their relationship as sisters, as friends? Does it make a little bit more sense why in the beginning of the first movie they were a little what about you? Do you like their like friendship? Is there something that you were like, oh, that just didn't seem right until now? Or you're like, you're missing something. Please let me know. Comment on in the boxes below. Let me know what you think. And see you later. Peace.